saw some positives from both teams, from other guys. Step up in different roles, had to step up out of their role and move up because of the injuries.
Interesting stat here for the Sixers. It's the third time in their history that they have beaten in back-to-back games two teams that are above 20 games over 500. They beat the Nets on Wednesday and then the Clippers tonight.
But neither team was at full
strength.
Speed, full
Correct,
strength.
no question. I want to welcome those viewers who just watched the New York Knicks beat the Dallas Mavericks. That game is a final, 117-109. Julius Randle ties his season high, one off his career high, 44 points. So that game's a final. So New York goes into Dallas, wins this game, right? And gives them a fifth straight win. And the Knicks, we were thinking maybe coming into the, I didn't think, I'll be honest, coming into the year the Knicks could be a playoff team. But now with where they are in the Eastern Conference standings,
how close are they to having home court advantage?
They are one game in the loss column from having home court advantage.
That, like you said, maybe making the playoffs, but right now they've been hovering in the playoffs throughout this entire year. One game from home court, it's impressive.
See what Julius Randle did tonight on the road against the Mavs here, Smitty. 44 points.
We see the three. Obviously, here's the mid-range, contested, making it look easy, great separation. We know he can do that. He's been able to do this a long time, but now smaller defender, creating space against a good smaller defender, that tells you he has everything working. His handle, his jump shot, his game downhill, and everybody's trying to honor it so he keeps you off balance. He got you doing a little tappy-toe, tip-toe dance.
Straight up the middle, look at that. 3 for 3, man. 2 for 4, 2 for 2.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of stuff all over the court. Good job from him.
Julius Randle.
He did get up 29 shots, so he's everywhere.
Yeah, he did put up a bunch of shots.
16 for 29. That's great field goal percentage, though.
But not since the Knicks had Porzingis have they had a guy that they could lean on night in, night out to go be that guy.
Porzingis had some spurts.
Sure.
Julius Randle has been
also
solid.
Yeah.
So they haven't had a guy like this, I would probably since
Melo,
to be able to just carry the team night in and night out. I would say Melo, since Melo. But I think for me, just this game and also throughout the season, R.J. Barrett in his second year has been solid.
Last couple of weeks especially, yeah.
I mean, his three-point shot and just the way he's played, but also bright spot for them. Derrick Rose, he's went through COVID in every different situation, but today, that 15 points off the bench, third leading scorer, that's a nice boost for the New York Knicks.
And one thing just to hammer home here on the Knicks, third best defense in the NBA entering the night. You're going up against a Dallas team that's got the 10th best offense in basketball, but also they have one of the most explosive offensive players in the league in Luka Doncic. And yeah, Luka scored 22 points.
It's hard, though.
You and I keep an eye on this game throughout the night. Luka, 7 of 16 from the field. And it's hard to just put it on, the Knicks defense. Luka at times made some awkward decisions. He did have a season-high 19 assists, which is a remarkable stat. But you're seeing what this Knicks defense is capable of doing in an era where we talk so much about offense.
Yeah. Reggie Bullock, a lot of that was assigned to Luka Doncic. They had their little dust up a couple times. But I thought the Knicks, you can't stop great players. But like you said, if you look at the stats, people will be scratching their head. What does Jared Smitty talk about? At 23 and 19.
Right.
That's how good he is. But I think also he just wasn't able to control the pace and control the entire flow of the game throughout this game because of the Knicks defense just kept him off balance. Yes, he's had a great night. That's what great players do. They can still come up with great games, but he just couldn't get over the hump. They kept him off balance, and they played him up. And then I think also the reason why is they got some guy back there. Nerlens Noel is protecting that paint, doing a nice job, and they threw different bodies at Luka. And I think also what wore him down, he was guarding Julius Randle a lot defensively, and that can take your legs because that attention you have to guard with Julius Randle, it's probably tougher to guard Julius Randle once he gives it up, trying to box him out.
Yeah, interesting. And the Knicks have incredible depth at that center position that they're not even able to use totally at this point. Mitchell Robinson, once he comes back, is a great shot blocker. And they've added Norvel Pell, who I know a lot of people don't know that much about him. And I don't know how long his NBA career is going to last. But the one thing he's able to do when he's in the NBA, when he's in games, is defend the rim. So Tom Thibodeau's got his arsenal of guys that block some shots.
Are you surprised he's going to get a lot of defensive guys?
No, not even a little bit. Knicks win their 5th straight. Julius Randle matches the season high 44 points. That is a wrap on the night in the NBA, an 11-game night that started at 3 o'clock Eastern this afternoon with the Utah Jazz winning but also losing Donovan Mitchell. Over the next 30 minutes, we will recap the night and the day in the NBA, get you the latest on Donovan Mitchell, talk about the MVP candidates, Embiid and Jokic both putting on shows, and how about Russell Westbrook coming up clutch to force overtime and then win it in the extra session. The Nets have KD and Kyrie on the court, and they have an impressive come-from-behind victory. Miami Heat, head-scratching loss tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And how about those Portland Trailblazers? Without Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum comes up big, and then it was the defense for the Blazers that won it for them down the stretch. Smitty and I come back to give you a full recap